The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
While the Wisconsin Badgers fell short at Ohio State last Friday, Corbin McGuire scored the lone goal. On Saturday, though, Wisconsin picked up its first win since January 3rd, a 3-2 victory. And as Corbin McGuire told me recently, they've been playing well since Christmas break. It was only a matter of time before they picked up some W's.
We're definitely heading in the right direction, and with a bunch of Big Ten games, down the stretch here that mean a lot, I think the guys are going to pick up their level of play and keep building and building. We're going to piece together some wins here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I know that the standings are in the locker room, so you see it every day. Do you really need a reminder?
I don't think we need a reminder. I think we just need to worry about going into a weekend, winning a game on Friday, and then winning on Saturday as well.
Yeah. Where do you think the team's improved most over the last, let's say, month and a half?
I would say the offensive end of the game for sure. We started off the year not scoring very many goals, and that was kind of our big issue. And now we're scoring, 3, 4, 5 goals a game, and now we got to focus on the defensive side to make sure we're only giving up 1 or 2 to win, 3-2, 4-3 kind of thing.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, though, isn't it?
A little bit, but it comes with hard work, and we've been working hard, and I think it's going to start to show towards the end here.
I'm Brian Posick, the radio voice for Wisconsin hockey. Head coach Mike Eaves joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
The Badger Hockey Digest is brought to you by Charter Communications.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular.
My family of 4 would like to switch to your best plan ever.
You know you don't actually need 4 people to get our best plan pricing.
Oh.
You can connect anywhere between 2 and 6 devices to our 10-gig plan, and we'll pay off your old contract.
We'll just take the 2 lines then for a phone and a tablet.
So, how long you been married?
Switch to our best plan pricing and get our new $100 trading guarantee. U.S. Cellular.
Well, Wisconsin beat Ohio State on Saturday 3-2 in Columbus, coming from behind twice and then winning with about 5 minutes left to play on a fantastic play by senior Joseph LeBate to find Adam Rockwood in the high slot. And Mike, I know you've been digging and scratching and clawing to get a win, and you finally got one. And I heard you say after the game it was kind of a sense of relief and excitement at the same time.
Well, I thought that Andy Baggett asked an interesting question. What are you going to do to celebrate? And I'll be honest, it caught me off guard. It's just like, we get a win on the road, and I think that it's been a long time coming. So the relief part was, it's good to get that. I don't think there was any thought of celebration. It was about, as a coach, your next step is to get ready for your next opponent so that we can keep moving forward. And that's basically what we did. I got home on Sunday, took a look at the Ohio State game on Saturday, and then we started getting ready for Michigan State. So real happy for the kids. I think that, when you're trying to sell what you're telling your kids, to win is one of those ingredients that helps the cement settle and harden, and so to have a win was a good thing.
Yeah, maybe the question about how do you celebrate the win was better for the players as opposed to the coaches, because it had been such a long time. Yeah. And in fact, Jack Doherty, a freshman defenseman, told me at the airport as we're heading out, it was almost like we won the Stanley Cup. He felt so good.
Well, good. As a young freshman, maybe it did. But, I always, when people ask what's the difference between winning as a player, like a championship, versus a coach, there's almost, as a coach, there's a sense of you've accomplished your task, your mission. For a player, because the emotion that you put into preparing for a game and the emotion that you play with, there's this release of emotion, and it does feel very good. It's 2 different types of feelings, and because you prepare different as a coach versus a player.
Sure. Let's go back to Friday's game in Columbus. You lose 2-1. You're up 1-0 on a goal from Corbin McGuire, and Joel Rumpel made 40 saves. Just didn't get the job done completely, but you could kind of sense, at least I did, that, all right, this team has made strides here on the road because you're going to be here on the road. Let's see what you do in game 2, and you came out and played pretty well.
Well, the first period of the Friday game was very good.
Yes.
We had tremendous first shift, got the puck deep. There was body contact. When you're trying to make a statement, that was a good statement by us. And the whole first period was like that. The second period was at the other end of the spectrum. It was like those 100 seconds against Minnesota. We started just the opposite, and You know, that's one of the things that happens when you deal with people this age, that consistency factor. And we just never got to go in the second period. Got outshot 17-4, gave up 2 goals. And, you know, the 2 goals that we gave up weren't great goals. I mean, Joe would like to have both those shots back. The second shot, maybe had he been out a little bit, he might have given himself a little better chance to get it. But the fact is, he made some tremendous saves in between those 2 goals that he gave up. And then the third period, you know, was more of a balanced period for us. I thought we bounced back. We had some scoring chances. We just couldn't beat the young goaltender. So, you know, we had a heart-to-heart after the game. We went back and watched video together because we want the young men to know that this is what happened the second. We can't have this happen anymore. And then they had a great bounce-back game on Saturday, and we found a way to win, and found a way to win in a good way. Late in the game, under duress, on the road, we found a way. We always talk about solving the riddle, and there's no textbook answers. And sometimes that textbook answer is a block shot, it's a timely save, and a timely goal. And we found that answer on Saturday night.
Yeah, encouraging that Wisconsin bounced back on Saturday and also rallied twice from 1-goal deficits to get that win on the road. Now it's back home to play Michigan State. More on the series with the Spartans coming up in just a moment.
We'll be making a traditional octopus salad, drizzled with some olive oil and topped with a dash of salt and pepper.
It's funny how seeing a clearer picture can lead you to see the bigger one. Get the most HD channels and the fastest internet on the most advanced fiber network. Charter Spectrum. Where will it take you?
Some call it a miracle. Others call it science. But for those who've needed a kidney transplant like Kelly Krager, they simply call it a new lease on life. For nearly 5 decades, UW Health and the University of Wisconsin have been national leaders in the field of kidney transplant, providing a new life for recipients and assuring a normal life for living donors. Miracle? Science? Maybe it's a little bit of both. UW Health. Remarkable.
Before we get to the Michigan State series, I wanted to bring up Joseph LeBate, the senior from Eagan, Minnesota. A modest 6 goals and 15 points for a young man that had high hopes this season coming back for his senior campaign. But I tell you, Mike, he had a pretty good weekend at Ohio State. I know his parents were in town. I'm not sure if that spurred him on or not, but the play he made at the end of regulation to get Adam Rockwood that puck to score the game-winning goal, that was a heck of a single individual effort.
Well, first of all, I think that Joseph, as you talked about, I think he would like his numbers to be bigger. But he's played some of his best hockey, and actually there's been games that he's been very good and it hasn't gotten a point. And I think we talked about that, and I think he understands good hockey people aren't fooled by the fact that you don't have points in a game. They look at all the little things you do, and he's played some really good hockey for us. And on Saturday, he got rewarded. Jed Solway and he and Rockwood were aligned for us in the third period. Jed got the puck down deep. Joseph went in, picked it up, and protected the puck and came away and got tripped in his motion and was able to kind of sling the puck out to Adam, who you and I have talked about doesn't like to shoot the puck very much, but he got the puck, no stick handles, quick release, and found the corner, the low stick corner of the net, and it was just a beautiful goal and a beautiful effort by Joseph. So, you know, it was great for those guys to have that success because we just put them together that game. They got scored on the first shift of the game. Right. And they ended up scoring the last goal of the game, which I think was a good bounce back by them.
Yeah, you've been emphasizing with all your players to shoot the puck more. And oftentimes when players catch the puck, instead of immediately shooting, they do handle a little bit, maybe too much, would you say?
Coach Shuchek calls it dusting it off. They want to make sure the dust is all off it so it looks really pretty. But, you know, at the game that we play at the college level, there's no time and space to do that. And especially the last, you know, being on the road, we're playing on smaller rinks, so there's really less time. Mm-hmm. So Adam caught that puck, turned, he was gone within a heartbeat, and is one of the reasons that the puck went in the net.
Grant Bessie also scored on Saturday, and he may have one of the best shots, not only in the Big Ten, but all of college hockey.
He does. He can really bring it. Actually, it's one of those shots that kind of curves. He puts so much spin on it. If you took a look at his stick, it almost looks like he could eat ice cream with it. It's got a little toe at the end, and you could scoop it right out. But actually, he talked about the fact that this weekend he got too many shots blocked because he took too long to get it off. Not that he was dusting it off, but he was looking. You know, you talk to good goal scorers in the National Hockey League, a lot of times they have an idea where the net is, but it's all about the release to get it off quickly because they don't want the goalie to have a chance to set up. I remember talking to young in my coaching career was with the Philadelphia Flyers, Tim Kerr, who was a 50-goal scorer, multiple season 50-goal scorer. And Timmy says, I kind of know where the net is, but it's all about getting it off quickly so the goalie can't set up.
Yeah, you worked with Jaromir Jagr, too, speaking of goal scorers.
Yep.
He was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, interesting thing about Jags, he didn't really have much of a wrist shot or a slap shot. Never used a slap shot as a pro. Never grew up using one. And actually, he worked on his one-timer when we were there, and he's still playing the game. And so isn't it interesting, a guy like that, who's got all that talent and ability, still had areas in his game that actually he was embarrassed about it. And he worked at it to get better at it, and now it's one of his weapons.
Yeah, it's not how, it's how many is the phrase you often hear, right?
Yeah, and in terms of shooting, it's not about the accuracy so much as getting it off quickly so the goalie can't set up.
All right, the Badgers welcome Michigan State to the Kohl Center this weekend. The Spartans are on a nice roll, 7-3-2 in their last 12 games, playing .500 overall, but this is one of the best defensive teams in the country. Tom Anastas has this club playing hard in its own end particularly.
Well, they've got real good goaltender in Hildebrand, and then in front of them, they block everything. I mean, it's. I watched a clip yesterday. I asked Coach Shuey to come down to my office. This one young man from Michigan State killing a penalty, and he blocked a shot with his right ankle. He was trying to get off, and he couldn't, and he had to stay out there. Then lo and behold, another shot comes, hits him in the left ankle. He's basically got to crawl off the ice. But I'll tell you what, he was out there the next penalty kill. So they collapse. They protect the goal scoring area, and it's tough to score on them. They want to win a game 2-1, 3-0, really low scoring games. So we'll have to be prepared for that.
And when they get the lead, they protect it, don't they?
Well, as much as we talk about them surrounding the net out in the neutral zone, they'll have 4 guys across the blue line, and you think you can beat them, and really they want to lure you into having turnovers. You got to get the puck in behind them and go get it and play down in their zone.
All right, well, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Brian.
Sure, that's Badgers coach Mike Eaves. Yeah, Michigan State has 4 NHL draft picks in the back end. Their goaltender Jake Hildebrand has a .924 save percentage. Spartans in town this weekend. Friday night's game starts at 8 o'clock, Saturday at 7. Friday's game on the Big Ten Network, Saturday on the Wisconsin channel, both on the Badger Sports Network and BadgerSportsNetwork.com. For Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.